Hello again, guys. Elijah Bricks here, and I'm back with yet another YouTube video for LEGO for 2026. And today I will be talking about the top 12 LEGO sets that we would hopefully get to see LEGO make and release for 2026 for this year. So the first LEGO theme up is Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is the movie from 2025. And yes, I really loved how much that movie was made, and the first thing I would want is a Lego Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Toy Chica Lego figure for 2026. And yes, she is from the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie after the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 movie from 2023. And no matter how much she looks, I think she looks really great because I really love how she is a toy animatronic in the movie, and her personality was quite spot on to the traditional Chica. And I can't wait for LEGO to do a LEGO figure based off her design from the actual movie, as well as the games also. And I also want to give a great shout out to Megan Fox, who apparently voiced the toy Chica in the FNAF 2 movie. Great job, Megan Fox, for voicing Chica for us. You always will be our toy Chica. And I really hope they include an official made figure of Toy Chica, the character herself, because I bet that would be really amazing. And also, this model will be quite similar to such other buildable figures, such as the K2SO security droid from 2025. And that would be really amazing. Number 2 is the Transformers film series LEGO theme for 2026. Yes, this is a LEGO theme that LEGO has not introduced yet for like 3 years. And this might be the first time I would really want this theme to become a new LEGO theme. Because the YouTube short from Brick Collectible Shorts has his own ideas for what his LEGO sets could be like. And I'm going to play this recording to you guys to show you guys what I mean.
Transformer sets I want to see in LEGO. But before we start, very quickly, check out the new review on my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio in the comments. So first up, of course, I want a Bumblebee. Here I'd like his Chevrolet Camaro version, so any of his versions from Transformers 1 to 5. Minifigures included could be Sam Witwicky and Mikella. Then of course we have to get the antagonist Megatron. Here I take any of his versions except for Galvatron, so any of his versions from Transformers 1 to 3 or 5. And as a minifigure here I take just Captain William. Then of course Starscream, here any version again, Transformers 1 to 5 or even Bumblebee, and as a minifigures I take Agent Burns from Bumblebee. Then also Sentinel Prime in his Transformer 3 version, I think he looks really cool. And as minifigures here I take Doan Gold, Carly Spencer and just Sam again. And then last for today, I want to get another Bumblebee, this time his Beetle version though, from Bumblebee of course. And his minifigures here, we could get Charlie Watson and Nemo.
Because LEGO will officially release those in 2026 for this year. For we don't know when will the figures will be releasing in 2026, but we'll have to wait and see if LEGO will announce this LEGO theme as a new LEGO theme for 2026 for this year. And also, we will start off with Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon, which is one of my favorite movies. And the first thing I would want to is the Transformers 3 Nest-based modular building set. And yes, this one must be one of the best LEGO sets LEGO would hopefully make for 2026. Because I really hope they add the play features, which reflects the moments from inside the base from the actual movie. And I really hope we can see this be comparing much more like to other modular building sets, like the Avengers Tower from 2023. And the first thing I would really hope they might add is the Transformers 3 Optimus Prime microfighter scaled LEGO build, which is great because I built the robot mode and vehicle mode much more accurate comparing to the real version of his robot mode and the vehicle mode from the actual movie. And also, this will be the Peterbilt truck version of him with the trailer on. And I hope they give him his Lego jet wings, which will be a part of this Lego build. Then also Sentinel Prime in his Transformers 3 version, I think he looks really cool. Because this is the Rosenbauer Panther Fire Truck 6x6 version of him, and I made the robot and vehicle modes in microfighter scale Lego form, and looks much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode and vehicle mode from the actual movie. And I can't wait for that one. And also, I would want Lego to add Bumblebee, because he was in that movie too, because he transforms into a 2011 custom Chevrolet Camaro mode, and looks much more accurate compared to the real robot version, and also, of course, the real vehicle version of him from the actual movie. And that would be really nice to see that happening for this year. Next, we have Ratchet, which is the Transformers 3 version, and I think he looks really awesome. And he also turns into a Hummer H2 ambulance, which is the third movie version, and looks much more accurate comparing to the real version of his robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. And I bet Lego might do that also. Then I got also right here is Ironhide, which turns into a GMC Top Kick mode, and I also made him look much more accurate and much more comparable, of course, to the real version of his robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. And that'll be really neat. Then next up, we have a Sideswipe right here, and he turns into a 2011 modified Corvette Stingray mode, and looks much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot and vehicle modes from the actual movies. Next up is Dino, which is a Ferrari sports car, and I also made him look much more accurate compared to the real version of his robot mode and vehicle mode from the actual movie. And that'll be really awesome to see Lego doing that. Next, we have Wheeljack/Q in Lego Microfighter scaled Lego form, because he turns into a Mercedes-Benz car and looks much more accurate compared to the real version of his robot mode and also, of course, his vehicle mode from the actual movie. And the next one up is Leadfoot, which is the first out of the 3 wreckers, because he turns into like a NASCAR sports car with his weapons on him. And he looks much more accurate comparing, of course, to the real version of his robot mode and also his vehicle mode from the actual movie. Then, of course, I have Roadbuster here, which I also made for you guys. And I bet I built the robot mode and vehicle modes in the Lego form much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode and vehicle mode from the actual movie. And the last Autobot, which I have right here, is of course Topspin, the last out of the 3 wreckers I made, and I built his robot mode vehicle modes much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode from the actual movie, and also of course his vehicle mode as well. And now we can move on to the Transformers 3 Decepticons, which I have in my video. And the first thing I have right here is Megatron, which is the leader of the Decepticons. And he turns into a Mack tanker truck. And I made both of them much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode and also his vehicle modes from the actual movie. And I hope they gave him his cape and hoodie, which will be a fabric cloth piece. Then, of course, we have Starscream here, which is the Transformers 3 version, and also from Transformers 2. Because I built my Lego Microfighter builds of his vehicle mode and robot mode from the actual movies. And they look much more accurate comparing, of course, to the real versions of his robot mode from the actual movie. We have Shockwave here, who turns into an alien Cybertronian tank mode, and looks much more accurate comparing, of course, to the real version of his robot mode from the actual movie, and also his Cybertronian tank mode as well. Then also we have Soundwave, which is the Transformers 3 version, who turns into a Mercedes-Benz SLS Gullwing car, and he looks, of course, great, because the builds look much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot modes and vehicle modes from the actual movie. Next up is Crankcase, which is one of the dreads from the actual Dark of the Moon movie because I built the robot and vehicle modes in LEGO Microfighter form and looks much more accurate compared to the real versions of them from the actual movie. And then lastly for today, I have also Loader here who turns into an armored security truck. And I built the robot mode and vehicle mode in LEGO Microfighter form and looks much more accurate compared to the real versions of them from the actual movie. Now, I hope they include Barricade, who turns into a Celine Mustang, and also, of course, a Decepticon Protoform Soldier for this LEGO set. And also a buildable figure of Laserbeak as well. And if this becomes an anniversary set to the movie, they include, like, some exclusive Nest variants of Optimus Prime, and also, of course, Ratchet here, which will be also the Nest version, just like the Transformers Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe figure. That will be really cool to see. And also Bone Crusher as well, because he is also from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line and is a Voyager Nest figure. And also, main figures included could be Dylan Gold, Kylie Spencer, Sam Witwicky, and Lennox, and several Nest soldiers as well. And are you excited for this set to come out in 2026 for this year? Hopefully, please comment down in the comment section below. And also, we're still getting the LEGO Sentinel Prime set, which is just the Transformers 3 version, hopefully in 2026 for this year. Because I built the robots and the vehicle modes in LEGO for all of you guys to see. Because I look really much more accurate compared to the real versions of them from the actual movies. And his main figures here take Dylan Gold, Kylie Spencer, and just Sam again. And also, we're still gaining the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee LEGO set. And I have the robot and the vehicle modes, which I hand built for you guys to see what they would look like. And they look much more accurate compared to the real versions of them from the actual movie. And also, we're still getting Ironhide also, which is apparently my own LEGO designs of the robot and vehicle modes, which I made to make them look much more accurate comparing to the real versions of them from the actual movie. And I can't wait for that one to happen also. Now we can move on to the Transformers 1 sets for LEGO for 2026. And the first thing I want is the Transformers Arrival to Earth diorama LEGO set. Because I really hope that we might see such an iconic LEGO diorama set depicting the Arrival to Earth scene from the actual movie. And I really hope that this might be our only chance of getting this one as a new LEGO set for 2026 for this year. Because it includes like 5 Autobot characters and 2 minifigures included. So first we have Optimus Prime, who turns into a Peterbilt truck, and I built the robot vehicle modes, making him look much more accurate comparing to the real version of his robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. And next up, we have Bumblebee here, who turns into a Chevrolet Camaro, and I built him much more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. Next, we have Jazz here, who turns into a Pontiac Solstice, and I made those two look more accurate compared to the real versions of his robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. Next, we have Ironhide here, which turns into a GMC Topkick, and I made the builds look much more accurate to the real robot mode and vehicle modes from the actual movie. And then lastly, we have Ratchet here, who turns into a Hummer H2 ambulance, and both builds look much more accurate comparing to the real versions of them from the actual movie. And minifigures included could be Sam Witwicky and Michaela. And also, they should add Optimus Prime's entry mode in this LEGO set, because this will reflect Optimus Prime's arrival to Earth when he scans a nearby truck passing by. And same thing with Ratchet, Jazz, and Ironhide in their different perspectives. And are you excited for this LEGO set for 2026 for this year, hopefully? Please comment down in the comment section below. And also, I have the Transformers 1 Bumblebee 1977 Camaro Microfighter set. And I have both the builds for the robot and vehicle modes, and they look much more accurate comparing to the real versions of them from the actual movie. And the minifigures here I are Sam Witwicky and the minifigure version of Bumblebee which will be this version. And of course, Starscream, which will be the Transformers micro figure set for LEGO for 2026. Because this set will be based off Transformers 1. And that would be really amazing because I have the LEGO set right here and I have the robot mode built in LEGO. And it looks much more accurate compared to the real version of him from the actual movie. And also his F-22 Raptor mode looks quite much the same because it also looks much more accurate compared to the real version of him from the actual movie. And as main figures here, I take just Captain William and also main figure version of Starscream. And I really hope we get a regular playset version of him, which is apparently great, because I have Starscream's robot mode in LEGO, and he turns into an F-22 Raptor mode, like as always. And that would be really great, because I really hope LEGO might take those designs in for the playset itself. And as main figures here, I take this Captain William, which will be quite amazing. And I also have the Transformers 1 Barricade, which is apparently this one for LEGO for 2026, because I built the robot mode, and he looks much more accurate comparing to the real version of him from the actual movie. He turns into a Celine Mustang police cruiser, who apparently looks much more accurate compared to the real version of the car from the actual movie. And I hope this set includes Frenzy and also Sam Witwicky and Michaela. And then lastly for today, I want to get another Bumblebee, this time the Beetle version from Bumblebee, of course. And this will be the LEGO set for 2026, and I hope it turns into his usual Volkswagen Beetle version from the actual movie. His main figures we could get are Charlie Watson and Memo. And let's not forget that these sets will also be featured in the LEGO Transformers Skywalker Saga game, which would apparently be for 2026. Because I really hope they make this game be just like the LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga game, where you can play different levels or choose any characters as you want to play from all 8 movies in one LEGO game. And that would be really cool to see that happen. And also, these sets will be licensed by Paramount Pictures, the ones who made the Transformers movies, and I really hope we could get those sets for 2026 this year. And also, for number 3, we have The Loud House, which is one of the best shows that Nickelodeon has ever done. And I really hope we could get some sets for this LEGO theme. And this will be the LEGO set for 2026 for this year, because this one is from LEGO Ideas. And I really hope LEGO would take on this kind of design, since the house looks much more accurate comparing to how it looked in the actual show. And I love how the interior looks from the inside. And I really hope they include its minifigures such as Lincoln, Lori, Lenny, Luna, and Luann, and all the others. And I really bet that will be really amazing. Plus, I really hope it'll come with several others in different attires, and that will be really cool. Now, we hope we could get a LEGO Nicktoons character minifigure series in 2026, and also, here's my list of the top 12 2026 sets that I would hopefully want to see LEGO make for 2026 for next year. And which one of these sets is your favorite? Please comment down in the comment section below. So there you have it, guys. Another awesome week for LEGO for 2026. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And check out all my other YouTube videos I have on my YouTube channel. Now, see you in the next one, and goodbye.